Valentine's Day is coming up, and we're sold this idea of romance, flowers, dinner, gifts, but we're not taught what true partnership actually is. Most relationships are built on transactions, not partnership. We drain each other. We expect each other to provide until there's nothing left, and then we call that love. I'm Vanessa Lake, mental health therapist and Akashic practitioner. I'm here to blend the psychology and the spiritual so you can understand the energy and walk away with practical tools to help you heal, in this case, your relationships. I was in the Akashic Records, as I often am, looking at my own soul book for lessons, strengths, things to heal, and of course, how I can share what I experience in a way that is helpful to other people because we all experience similar soul lessons. Now, if you're not into the weird galactic past life stories, then by all means skip ahead to how this experience applies to the collective in your current relationships. And if you are into the galactic weird shit, then welcome. You're my kind of people. Now, what I was shown was a memory of what felt like my home planet being killed. I was in a spaceship watching a planet in the constellation Lyra, and it was on fire. The trees had been burned to the ground, minerals were siphoned from the land, bodies of water dried up, and life was dead. All life, including the life force energy of the planet itself. That felt like the soul of this planet died. And although, like most spirits, it can reincarnate, it can show up again in another being, it would never be the same. Just like when your grandma dies, you might know that she comes back again, maybe even as your grandchild, but it will never be the same person. You won't have those same experiences again. And that's worth grieving. And then I was shown this pattern is happening here too. I saw Gaia, Mother Earth, where we live now, and I see history repeating itself. A planet being used until depletion. Plants, animals, living beings dying because some humans think they're justified in taking. And this planet, this female mother, should just give until there's nothing left, as if her role is to give without speaking up, without complaint, without needs of her own. Just give and allow mankind to just take without giving back, without partnership. And this isn't just about females. This affects men and women and the relationship they have with each other. And the emotion that hit me was this cycle has to end. Whether that memory was cosmic, symbolic, ancestral, the emotion was real. And the emotion was about breaking the cycle of depletion. This pattern of extraction, taking until there is nothing left, didn't start with a church. It didn't start with modern patriarchy. It's older, as my memory of planets from thousands of years ago has shown. We see it in ancient civilizations when power structures shifted and priestesses were removed from authority. We see it in Atlantis falling because power overtook wisdom. We see it in ancient Egypt when divine feminine roles were gradually centralized and controlled. And we see it now for both sides. Women are expected to give emotionally, sexually, domestically, endlessly, and not to have needs. Men are expected to provide financially, be strong, don't show emotion, be the rock. Both sides being used. Different roles, same depletion. This isn't about blaming men and it's not about blaming religion. It's not about saying one gender has it worse than the other. It's about recognizing the cycle of extraction. Now, as a therapist, here's what I see. When someone's value is tied to what they produce, give, or provide, their nervous system lives in survival mode. Women burn out from over giving, men burn out from over performing, and both feel unseen for who they are beyond their role. Divine feminine is not martyrdom, self sacrifice. Divine masculine is not emotional suppression. Healthy feminine energy knows how to receive. Healthy masculine energy knows how to protect and hold without controlling. When it's distorted, feminine becomes self abandonment, masculine becomes domination or emotional absence. We were never meant to bleed ourselves dry for love. That's not devotion, that's trauma bonding. True partnership is not 50-50 all the time. It's mutual care over time. It's both give, both receive, both rest, both support. Both are allowed to have needs. In healthy partnership, a woman can say, I am tired, I need help without being shamed. A man can say, I'm overwhelmed, I need emotional support without being emasculated. Masculine energy protects without controlling. Feminine energy nurtures without losing herself, and both energies live inside all of us. If your relationship only works when one of you is depleted, it's not partnership, it's extraction. Now, I will say this applies to all partnerships, whether you identify more with a masculine energy or a feminine energy, then look at it that way. I'm not saying man and woman as, sex and biology. I'm saying the energy. There are some females that are very masculine, and there are some men who are very feminine in energy. It's about needing both and how those two play out and work together. So know your own energy and where that's coming from and how that's showing up in your relationship. Also, you may be a woman having a relationship with another woman personally, but you still have a father or a brother. And so there's still men in your life. And so again, this still applies to all relationships, not just romantic. Now, here's the part that is helpful: how to break the cycle. Here are some practical steps. Audit your giving. Where are you over functioning? Where are you resentful? If you're having anger and resentment from what you're having to give because you think it's expected of you, or you're not getting the appreciation for doing it, why are you doing it? Like, you need to be looking at how much you are giving, performing, living up to a role. Practice receiving. Let someone help you without correcting how they do it. This is the biggest thing that I see with my clients is they would like their family to help, but they wouldn't do it the right way. Or, they want their husband to help with this, but he wouldn't do it good enough. Like, stop doing that. You have to be open to receive. Stop rewarding burnout. Do not praise yourself or your partner for running on empty. Wow, look how much I accomplished on 3 hours of sleep. That's not something to brag about. Like giving until there's nothing left, mandated overtime, like all of that, that's not praise. That's not something to be valued. So stop rewarding yourself for burnout. Actually, you should be rewarding yourself for rewarding yourself. Like, oh, I got to rest today. I got to take a nap. Hey, I got to read a book that I wanted to read, Also, have the uncomfortable conversation. Talk to your partner. Talk to the people in your relationships. Again, not just romantically, but even in friendships. I feel like I'm carrying too much. Maybe you're the one in your friendship relationship where you're always being the problem solver, the giver. You're the therapist in the relationship, and you feel like you're carrying all their stuff and they're not doing the same for you, right? Like, people can't change their behavior if they're not made aware of it. And most people are just oblivious. They're not as selfish or egotistical as you might think. They might just not be aware because, oh, well, I thought you were fine because you didn't say anything. Well, yeah, like, you've got to be able to say something so people know when you have needs are not being met. Redefine roles consciously. Not inherited roles, chosen ones. So why do you define your role as man, woman, husband, wife, friend, sister, mother, whatever that role is? How are you defining it? Is it something that was passed down from what you've seen in your own childhood growing up? Society, in the movies? Is it your ideal? Is it not? Is it something you've just taken from the other people? Like, allowing somebody else in the relationship to call more of the rules, call the shots sort of thing, without you having any say. Well, this is what they expect of me. I better not speak up. I'm not going to say anything. Like, what are your definitions of these roles and what's expected of you? And if you don't resonate with them, if it doesn't work for you, then again, that uncomfortable conversation to say, hey, this isn't working. You expect this of me, or I expected this of myself, but it no longer works. I'm feeling depleted, exhausted. And then again, if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't give your best self in that relationship. So this Valentine's Day, instead of asking, what are you getting me? Ask, are we pouring into each other or draining each other? Because love is not proven by how much you can endure. It's proven by how well you protect each other from depletion. And if this message resonates, share it, because the more of us who choose partnership over extraction, the more the pattern shifts in families, communities, and yes, on that collective planetary level. It starts with us. We don't need more martyrs. We need balanced unions. If you're looking to call in a healthy relationship, heal relationship wounds, or understand the karmic lessons or soul contract of your current relationships, then book an Akashic Records reading, or better yet, get the answers yourself by taking my Akashic Records course and access your records, meet your spirit team, and see it all for yourself. Check out the link in the description below.